The meeting will come to order. We are now moving on to the next item, item 4, which is discussion and possible action on the proposals of the professional consultants to provide the economic development analysis and recommendations. The next speaker is Joseph Ledbetter.
Governing body, I listened very carefully to both presentations, but before I go into that, I did meet with the Citizens for Accountability in Government, and we were very concerned about any consultant that's worked for Topeka within the last 5 years, viewing the changes at Topeka probably necessary, and we are concerned about people having potential bias that might hang on to those institutionalized ideas that Topeka has had. And I'm not going to go into what those are, but what I appreciated in the second presentation was a genuineness of trust building and saying that very pointedly. And I've never met the man before. I did see Avalanche here earlier this year. It struck me as a man that, a group that people would trust, who would be open with him, and that he would be open with you all about problems of trust building, which, sorry, you have it. That's why there's a group that's been formed, because we want accountability in our government money. And so I'm not going to slam either side. I was particularly impressed by the second group's employment charts and the fact that he said he had watched our meetings. I didn't hear that from the other group. So that struck me as a person that's going to be engaged and is actually interested in helping us solve problems. Now, I will say this. We very often don't want advice as people, and I see it in my profession. I have clients that sometimes do not want what I consider really good advice, and that's their choice. But in this community, we are all in this, and if we don't trust the process, you've got a problem from right out the starting gate. And I would like to see somebody come in here that wants to build that trust and is willing to open the listenership. And he said he wanted a listening meeting. I heard that. We want the consultant to interview not only our group, Citizens for Accountability in Government, because we have a lot of expertise. We've got a lot of sharp small business people and entrepreneurs in our group. We've got several lawyers. And I think that we are worth listening to. I'd like the League of Women Voters engaged. They've been talking about they want transparency for the last 2 to 3 years. Other small business groups that are not tied to the Chamber of Commerce. The NIAs should be engaged, where the poverty is growing the fastest. And I certainly work with one of them. I'm more than willing to work with others, but I've only got so much time. And some of it you have to make a living. But I would tell you, never turn away from somebody that's offering strong advice. It may just save you. It may make you look very good in a couple of years if you take somebody like that. But I don't have a vote on this matter, and neither does my group. But we do want the community at large engaged, not just a few selective groups in this process, because it will fail if that's all we get, because it will not be trusted. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.